Hello again everyone. We hope you are all doing well. This week we thought we'd do something a little bit different. What happened with this vlog? We started it before lockdown and finished it off after lockdown. That's the way it worked out. Me and Bernadette, when we're not boating, we like to go to different places, mostly canal related, something to do with canals. We'll just go, get in the car and go off to places of interest for us. And we thought, this particular place is so interesting and historic that we thought it was ideal for doing a vlog. We're going to talk and show you about the first canal ever built in the UK during the Industrial Revolution. Not the Roman ones what are around and that, I mean one what's built to take vast amounts of coal to Liverpool and all the chemical places around there. It was all becoming huge, and the roads, the little roads and the horses towing coal on little trucks and all that just wasn't good enough. So what happened was, in 1755, before the Bridgewater Canal, which thankfully now people are acknowledging that what I'm going to talk about is the first industrial canal what was ever built. CRT acknowledge it, and many other organisations. Now, what used to be around in them days was something called the Mersey Flats. They were massive, or they called them dumb barges. They, at the very early, they used to be pulled along by men, but then horses in the early days, in the, you know, when we was talking about the 1755. Yeah, when a bill was passed in Parliament. These Mersey Flats used to try to use the estuaries and rivers to get as far as possible towards these towns with the coal and any other goods they have. But because the likes of St Helens, Wigan, Warrington and the little villages around like Haydock, Ashton, Newton-le-Willows, all those sort of places, they were awash with coal and they needed to get access. So this Act of Parliament went through as a river navigation, but it never became like that. They were going to use the rivers, but instead they followed the course of the river but built a canal instead, which went straight into the towns. It went so far and they extended, but that's getting too involved in it. They extended it, and eventually from the estuary coming in at a place called Widnes could travel through all these towns, through into St Helens. There was all these little extensions done and they could get loads of coal, etc., back down to Liverpool and surrounding areas. And that was before the Bridgewater Canal. It was called the Sankey navigation originally, but then it changed to the St Helens Canal, but now is commonly known as the Sankey Canal. It's now in bits, still in water in loads of places, but blocked off in other areas, and people are trying to restore it. But its story is absolutely immense, and in this vlog we're going to show you some true history, what at times is mind-blowing. But I thought, why we're not boating, this is the perfect opportunity. And now over to me and Bernadette. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Well, we've all come with all our warm gear on and that, and we're having a walk round a canal at what is called the Sankey Canal. Now this was the first man-made canal what came about during the Industrial Revolution. Now unfortunately it's all been blocked off in different ways now throughout various towns and regions, and other parts are still in water, and our intention is to take you around and show you a few things, because this is really historic, all what we're going to show you, and it would just be fabulous if it could get back into some form of restoration and get boats back on again.
I'd love to be opening these locks for you on our boat.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be a dream.
It's just fantastic. So you'll learn about the history, and we'll talk about something called the Mersey Flats. And we were very lucky in a previous video that we've done. We went to the Waterways Museum, and there is a Mersey Flat called Molesdale, and who knows, during its time it might have come up and down here. We have no idea, but it was many years ago. But we'll go into all that history as we edit and go and do the vlog for you. So are we ready to go?
Certainly are. Get back to the warm car and maybe a bite to eat somewhere on our little journey today.
Yeah, probably yes. So that's it for now. All right, see you.
Bye for now.
We started off by coming to a place called Pocket Nook, and we went round the backs and had a walk down the old canal route, didn't we?
Yeah, through, you can see quite a bit of industry on the side, and that's a college on the left there as well.
Now the intention is on this, we went to the second staircase lock. We'll show you the first staircase locks later. These were the first ever built
in the UK.
In the UK, in the Industrial Revolution.
Look at the lock gear on that as well.
Yeah, so it was restored. It was restored in the late 80s, early 90s. But obviously it's been vandalised a bit since. But it's great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good to see it restored, but then you see if it's not used, it will go down the nick again.
It will, yes. It's amazing really to think that these huge boats, these Mersey Flats,
with a mast,
yeah, so that when this was created they had to have swing bridges to accommodate the masts, and they had the ingenious idea of the mast being able to fold down so it could actually get under, or we'd have had to have very high bridges.
Yeah, you would, yeah. They'd have to be really steep, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And you can see on the very old maps, if you look online, where the swing bridges were along the canal.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. You know, imagine in the right place how popular that would be as a tourist attraction.
This is a nice walk. It's a real pleasant walk down there, isn't it?
It is a pleasant walk.
It's a shame we didn't take a picnic with us.
No. And it shows here, we talked, you know, it was known as a toxic waterway because of all the chemicals what used to go into the canal, and it got that bad that any metal on boats used to rot, yeah, because it was acidic.
So they were frightened of using that canal, the toxic canal.
The toxic canal, yeah, the one where every chemical you could think of during the Industrial Revolution just poured into it. Well, we've moved on now, haven't we?
Yes, this is a nice restored wharf here, isn't it?
It is.
With the little tipper truck for the coal or the copper or whatever.
Well, all them years ago there was an inclined plane what came here, wasn't there?
There was, yes.
Because it was all about coal and getting the coal to Liverpool via the Mersey Flats. Anyway, with it being a nature reserve now, there's a wonderful walk here, isn't there?
Yeah, and not too many bikes on there either.
No, it's very nice and relaxing. You feel you're miles from anywhere, don't you?
It's quite a safe walk. I think even for wheelchairs up to a point.
It is, yeah, because it's got like a hard surface in it, and it's flat. But we walked it regular when we make our trip to St Helens, and it's very nice.
Well, each time we've been, we've found something else out about the history of it, haven't we?
We have, yes.
Now the dam, which is managed by CRT, which surprised us, didn't it?
Carmel Dam it's called. Yeah, we didn't realise that, but it's just a huge place. And at one point recently, they were going to drain all this down, wasn't they?
Yeah. I wonder where the plug hole was.
Yeah, but there was a problem, or I don't know if there's still a problem, with the culvert what goes underneath this dam.
I have a feeling they've cleared it because I've been reading on that.
Right.
I'm sure it's been cleared.
I hope it has, because I wouldn't like to think how many resources would be needed for that. Now we're still in Blackbrook, but we've crossed the main road and we're walking up another part of the Sankey Canal.
There were houses there at the back as well.
Yes.
You can see where it's been built up over the years.
Yeah.
This area was quite interesting. You could see all the canal wall and the old wharf where the boats used to wait there.
Yes, they used to come round this area, and they were in the queue to go down the first ever staircase lock built
in the UK.
In the UK, and we're going to walk round to that in a minute. It may not look completely like a lock now, but the fact that at that spot is where this lock was built, and it was the first ever, is just so historic.
I feel as though something should be done with it as a tourist.
Yes.
Well, I know they've made it into a country park, but there's so much interest there.
Yeah. And that's where they used to put the planks in, like they do now when they want to block an area off. It's still got that there.
On the mooring bollards.
Yeah. I wonder what stories they could tell. What's been up and down there. But it's been made into a feature now, hasn't it?
Yeah. Do you know, that was a grand canal, wasn't it? You know, when you look at the sandstone walls along it.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. It's just, like you say, it's just a pity it can't be, or it's going to be difficult to fully restore it.
The scars, the Sankey Canal Restoration Society are still doing work on it, and there are other restoration groups in the area doing work as well.
Yes. So it's going to take a long time. I don't know whether we'll still be boating if they ever do it. It's going to take a while, but to be able to come to places like this with all the history, we love it, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
It's fun. It doesn't give you a belly laugh, but it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, you can think. We always think what's gone on there, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, and when we're not actually out and about boating, this is what we do, don't we? We like to go
to historic places.
Yeah, to different places all over the place and have a walk.
Little towns.
Yes.
With a canal running through.
And you learn quite a lot. For us, we love our boating, but we always love going and learning about the history of places as well, don't we?
And I always like to look at the old maps where you can look at the now and the then. And if you look, you can see the route of the canal, the swing bridges, again, you know, all the features of the canal along the way on the old map.
So yeah, that's a small part of the Sankey Canal covered by us, and perhaps in the future when we're not boating again, we may do a little bit more.
Do another little trip, and next time we'll take a picnic.
We hope you found that interesting. Now before we go, just a little heads up for you. The amount of people who give us names, we was expecting 8 or 9 names for people what have you know, they give us for the name of our latest beer what we're having made. Now Peter sent us a photograph which I'll show you, and it's all preparing, and it should be ready in the next 7 to 10 days. At that point we're going to have the draw for it, but it's massive. It might be in the next vlog or the vlog after that. We've had over 60 suggestions and we didn't expect that. It's amazing. And I think we'll do one for this beer what we've got now, but we'll also get a couple ready for future beers as well, because we've had some great names and we greatly appreciate it. But we'll do the draw for this beer what we're waiting for very, very soon. And thanks very much for some great names. I just love the names what people come up with for real ales, and that it's really good. Right, so thanks for that, and I hope you enjoyed our little walk through history with all those little surprises. Now that's done, I'm going to go inside. It's coming, it's early evening now, and I know that we've got a lovely chilled white wine ready, and we'll be having that and doing what a lot of people do at night now. We'll be looking what's on Netflix and chilling out for the evening. So as usual, that's it, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra!